So if you want to see the long version, yeah, it's over 20 minutes. So I'm going to break this down with just the talking points. So we're talking Polk County, Florida. So police get called for kids kicking at doors at homes, just doing kid stuff. So one deputy shows up at the area and approaches one guy in a car, and he's dressed in all white. So that's what you have, what's called your probable cause to show up and speak to someone. Someone made a call to the police saying in this area, give some kind of description, and the police then show up and start talking to whoever might be in the area. That's probable cause. So one deputy shows up and approaches the car and tries just talking to the guy, asking him questions, basic questions. Now again, you don't have to speak to the police, okay? We understand your right to remain silent, your Fifth Amendment. So, but the police have probable cause. They approach a guy. He didn't have to talk to them, but this deputy decided to call for more backup, and two other officers show up. So they also tried talking to him several times calmly to try to get some questions answered and ID him. Now, the probable cause to pretty much detain him was, I guess, he had a suspended registration. Another thing you need to know, driving is not in the Constitution. Your right to own a vehicle and drive a vehicle is not a constitutional right. It's a highly regulated privilege. So they had every right to ID him at that point due to his suspended registration, because at that point he can't legally drive on the road. So the car starts to roll, and as it rolls, this guy in the car dressed in all white has a 9mm, a 40 caliber, and a 22 long rifle conversion to a 5.56. So as the car rolls, next thing you know, 38 total shots are fired and the suspect is hit 8 times. So that's the tidbits of the story. Now let's get into the history of the guy. So he didn't have a criminal record, so he could legally possess these firearms. But I bet the ATF would disagree. You know, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, yeah, them. I bet they wouldn't think he should be able to have these guns, just because. A while back, he attended Fresno College, Fresno State, where he became radicalized to this religious group or citizen group called the Moorish. I had to look up what the Moors are today as well. But those are the people, I guess it's a mixed religion with a focus on Muslim. So the Moors are known for being those sovereign citizens, and they do not believe that they are subject to the laws of the United States, and they are also known for attacking police. I guess in 2017, 2 cops were killed by Moors, and the Moors, citing their own laws, issued an arrest warrant for the sheriff of Polk County for harming another Moor. So now you know the whole story without watching the 20-minute video. Those are basically, in summary, what happened. I did watch the whole video. Now let's get into the root cause. So again, you know my channel's all about guns, ammunition, ballistics, gun safety, and then the other side is auto mechanics and making shorts that are educational but sometimes have humor in them. So the root cause for this, and yes, I also have a degree in criminal justice, so I have learned the law. No, I'm not an attorney, and what I'm giving you is not professional legal advice in any of my videos, but I understand the law and how it works. So there's the constitutional law, the penal law, the criminal procedure law, and then of course there's also a vehicle and traffic law. So the root cause here is he wasn't a criminal, and he had this ID made by the Moors, which declares him this sovereign citizen, and he became radicalized, somehow hating police. So the root cause here, again, is not the 9mm, it's not the 40 caliber, and it's not the 22 LR conversion to 5.56. It's becoming radicalized. Your thought process changed. people spoke to you and we're just going to say brainwashed you into believing things that you didn't believe in before. So would he have done this before he became radicalized? Probably not. He wasn't a criminal. Did he obtain the guns legally? Yeah. Did the cops have probable cause to stop him? Yes. So the last thing the sheriff said was, it didn't have to be this way. They just wanted to talk to him. And if he didn't have a suspended registration, whatever the case was, he just would have been on his way. As I've said before, personal accountability. The gun didn't jump up and start shooting. This guy, radicalized guy, made the choice to pick up these guns and shoot at police. And it ended the way it ended. So personal accountability and being radicalized are the two things that should be focused on here. I don't know if the sheriff's going to be arrested and detained by the Moors, but it wouldn't surprise me nowadays. It just wouldn't. Our elected officials basically just bend the knee to liberalism. It would not surprise me if he was actually allowed to be arrested, detained, and imprisoned, and God only knows what else by this community that just says, we don't recognize your laws. Unbelievable. Semper Fi. Yep.